What's up, guys? It's Josh Travis, hanging out at Slim's in San Francisco. You heard that? Doing just some background stuff with EMG Pickups. Give you guys a little bit more insight about some of the guitars and just like the type of stuff we're doing with them right now. I'm playing Legator guitars, and this is one of my favorite 8-string models that I have ever really played. It is not the gnarliest in scale lengths that I have played, but it is definitely the most comfortable and definitely has like the best playability that I have played on pretty much any 8-string yet. There's really not a whole lot to my guitars. You know, we're using locking tuners. You know, nothing really too crazy here. I think this is like actually a newer version of them, and you know, so to keep them pretty small but super durable. And because for whatever reason I end up putting these things, you know, into the ground, start dragging them all over the place, and they don't give at all. Like once you know, tune them up, lock them in, like you can pretty much forget about it. Drag it, it gets a couple walls, a couple times, guarantee you it'll be in tune. See what I'm saying? It'll be in tune. Other than that, you know, it's pretty much standard stuff here. I'm actually using EMG X's pretty much in all of my guitars. This is one of my newest models for 8-string, so I haven't even gotten the chance to swap these out to the X's yet, but I mean, it's not like I don't like the EMGs, you know, just like an 808. Like I love those pickups, but the 808 X's are just so much more rounded and not really abrasive, you know, where it's like with an 808 it's just like balls to the wall pretty much, and with the X's everything just seems way more smooth, like around, you know, all the angles really, and you know, still has like excellent clarity from, you know, top all the way to the bottom. Like they're just excellent pickups. I mean, other than that, I mean, you can see it's hip shot bridge. All I do is a single volume, no tone pickups, you know, selector, and then just a kill switch. And that is like pretty much the gist of all of my guitars. I don't really go too wild with them at all. I mean, on my the 9s I did do tone because I'm doing some pretty weird stuff with these guitars. Like, you know, we're just trying to develop the perfect guitar for what I'm trying to do with them right now. And so like for instance, this guitar, the tuning for this would starting from the low will be a low F, then you have C, G, C. So it's kind of just like a drop C right there, which is kind of weird on an 8-string, you know, to go from a low F all the way up to a drop C right there. So I don't need to have a super gnarly scale on this guitar. It would, you know, it could potentially benefit having like a slight fan, but I'm just afraid of fan frets. I'm scared. Whatever, judge me. So we have F, C, G, C. Then it gets a little weird up here, F, G, A, E. And for whatever reason, and I honestly can't tell you why, I've always experimented with tunings, and it's fun to be able to kind of do whatever you want to do with the tuning, but at the same time it kind of you know, makes it hard. Like if I want to cover this or cover that, it's like, well, now you gotta figure out how to spawn in a couple extra fingers to make this happen here, you know, like that part kind of sucks. And you know, if you ever wanted to do a cover of this, you know, or anything that I've done, you'd have to, you know, be in this tuning to do so. So it's kind of like a give and take type of thing. But there's also another tuning for, you know, another 8-string tuning that we use, and that one is D, A, D, A, D, E, A, D. So lots of D's and lots of A's. Like for whatever reason, I love D and I love A, and I guess like a lot of people have called that like an open D tuning. I don't really know what an open tuning even means, but I wanted all of those because I can just do octaves all over the place in any position. Like wherever you're at, you can just do those, and now you got octaves all over the place. And that's why I really like that kind of tuning. And then the same thing with the A's, you know, you can do the same thing there. But other than that, I mean, that's everything about my 8s. You know, really, there's nothing too crazy about these yet, but I do believe that Legator and I are probably going to start getting pretty crazy with guitars, just because, like that's the biggest reason why I started using Legator guitars, because they are into the research behind it. You know, there's a lot of, you know, talks on forums and stuff, and you know that like they always coin that ERG, you know, being extended range guitars, and what we're doing is kind of ERGR, where it's extended range guitar research. So, you know, we've got a bunch of different models that we've, you know, made and tested and tried out, and it's like, all right, this is cool. Is there anything we don't like about it? And maybe not don't like, but let's just try this. And, you know, they're just a great company for being able to test out all these different things. And the same thing with EMG. Like, you know, Chris hit me up and was like, so what are you going to use for a pickup? I was like, I don't know, trash can lid? What can I use here? He's like, let's make some 909s. And next thing you know, he sent over some 909s, and that is where I will bring you to this guy. And this is the 9. Now this one definitely is a little more gnarly than the 8s are, but I mean, honestly, it's pretty much like the complete same construction. It's going to have a bit longer of a scale on it, but other than that, you could see like it's literally set up identical. Same hip shot bridge, same EMGs, pickup selector, volume, no tone, and a kill switch. You know, you can check out the back. You see, it got the same, well, different style of tuners, but same, you know, locking design. And other than that, I mean, it's almost identical. You know, I like to have a lot of my guitars be like twins. You know, like I feel like whenever if something was to go wrong, or if I was to break something, and I got to switch real quick. I don't want to switch to something that is a completely different feeling. You know, that's just awkward. You know, and then yeah, that's another reason. You know, work with Legator, man. Like they believe in it, and they will go the extra mile for, you know, their artists. They just do it. But I mean, this guitar is literally like a twin of the 8. I mean, only difference is it's just one's just a little bit bigger than the other one. That's about the only difference here. But I mean, this, I guess for the 9, this one gets a little funkier in the tuning. This one starts on a high E, which I try to always keep my guitar starting around, you know, that higher range, minus that D tuning. Everything really starts at an E. But this tuning is E, A flat, G, C, C again, pushed as close to 16th sharp as you can, and then D, A, D, A. So you still have like, you know, that, you know where you can do, you know, octaves again here, you know, on the A's, and then again there with the D's, which is really like, that's about the only time I use the low string is when I'm either doing like a single note type of thing. Like I don't really chord anything with it because it is extremely, extremely low. I mean, when I say A, this is like a bass register A. Like I think people have said it's like, so is it like double drop A? I'm like, sure, whatever you want to call it, double drop A it is. So it's pretty low down there. Like that's literally, I just use it very percussively, and you know, unless I'm doing like I said, you know, octaves and stuff like that. That's really where that comes into play for me. But like the biggest part of all of this, man, is like right here. Like these pickups do just wonders for this, where you would think, you know, a lot of people will say, you know, before they've actually played or heard anything like this, you know, there's always a lot of you know, talks about, well, it's going to definitely sound muddy, and you know you know, there's no way you're going to have clarity and stuff like that. And it's like, well, that's not true. You know, you spend the time on the instrument to, you know, get the development right. And even where we are right here, we are at a really, really good spot. But there's still things we still are going to try out, you know, just to see, does it help here? Does it help there? You know, but it's not actually muddy. It's just not, you know, like EMG doesn't make muddy pickups. You know, if you start off with muddy pickups, you're probably not going to have very good tone. So we're already starting in an excellent spot, you know, and then the scale, again, you know, this is, you know, just above 30 inches. So it's probably not going to be super comfortable to a person that doesn't play extended range guitars. It's probably not going to be very comfortable right off the bat, but you can definitely, you know, mold and grow with the instrument so that it becomes, you know, very natural feeling to you. And it's actually not the heaviest thing in the world. Like it's nothing to just, you know, fling it around. I mean, it's not super light, but it's not super heavy either. So, like, everything about it is just all research, and it's not a muddy instrument. But I I don't really know what else there is to it. I mean, I always try to keep them so simple. Like, I don't really try to do anything wild, like putting electronics in it over here and putting iPad back here or something. You know, nothing crazy about it. So that's about all that there really is on it. So if you have any questions, throw them out there and we'll see, you know, what we can come up with. And if you have any ideas, toss them out, man. Like, we're just trying to make this all possible for everybody to play these things. So if you have any ideas, throw them out there. Just make sure you put these pickups in your guitar, because that's where you need to start, right here, right there. Start here, right here, right. That's it. I mean, look, do you see what I got in my hand right now? You need to start here.